Hello, Pokemon fans. Wancho Saldana here, or Primetime Wizard TV, and welcome to the VGC Casters Cup. Um, yeah. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm gonna shoot it straight with everyone. I'm a TCG caster, and for everyone who doesn't know what a Casters Cup or the Casters Cup is, it's essentially a VGC Draft league where we're gonna draft Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, and then we're gonna battle every week. Thing is, though, I'm gonna be up against some of the best players in the world, people whose job it is to be able to analyze top play because they're the VGC casters. But I'm here. I'm here to have fun. I'm again, for those who don't know me, I'm a TCG caster. I just like drafting, especially when it comes to cubing in the TCG. But I've found that the VGC drafting is almost just as fun. Yeah, today we're gonna do an analysis of my draft process, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, if you want a more in-depth, probably more analytical analysis, there's so many other casters and content creators out there. You can check out Necra, Sierra, Jay, Costa, Boit, all of these guys, so much better than me. But if you're here to see the inner workings of someone who is out of their league, stick around. That's going to be a lot of fun. Am I going to win this tournament? No. Am I going to win a game? Hopefully. Am I going to have fun? Most definitely. All right. Anyway, let's talk about some drafting. I was second in the drafting process, so that meant I was in a pretty good position. I get second pick. I wanted Rapid Strike Urshifu as my first pick, but that's not the Pokemon you're looking at right now, right? It's actually that's spoilers. It's actually Single Strike Urshifu. That's because Rapid Strike Urshifu was the first pick. But you know what? Single Strike, not too bad either. It actually worked out because I needed a Dark type Pokemon in any case, and this is a Pokemon I did not want to face because I have one goal, actually, one strategy in this tournament. And it's actually specifically, it got spoiled earlier, to use the second pick. But wait, real quick. Urshifu Single Strike, amazing Pokemon, very busted, hits through Protect and all that jazz. Wicked Blow, very powerful attack. And I don't know what else to say. I just needed a hard hitter, and I wanted to pick something that I felt like people were going to pick. So we started with this without giving away any strategy just yet. But for my second pick, Iron Crown. I love this guy. I specifically wanted to get this guy because I thought it was really cool. Psychic and a metal type Pokemon. I really like its art, to be honest, in the TCG. But, it's I just wanted to click. Okay, this is it. This is the entire strategy, guys. We're going to click Expanding Force. We're going to size spam. And that's why the Dark Urshifu ended up working out because, I didn't want to face against this very, very powerful Dark type Pokemon. It might be the most powerful Dark type Pokemon in the draft, to be honest. So grabbing that, taking that out of the way, as well as, the Urshifu is able to hit things that size spam, the Expanding Force can't hit. That's fortunately we can't hit into Dark type Pokemon. Luckily, the Urshifu is a fighting type, so we can hit that for weakness. What else? Metal. Opposing psychic types. Urshifu covers that really, really well. While Iron Crown here, absolutely powerful. Quark Drive means, we get to boost even more special attack and just hit really hard. And the typing is beautiful. Steel and Psychic. Steel being able to resist. And it has that secondary attack. Oh my gosh, I am forgetting the name, but is that metal attack that attacks twice? I think that attack is so powerful. Can't miss either. Breaks through Sash if we can do it. Typically, if you're playing the VGC, it's great to hit into Chen Pao, which is another scary Pokemon, to be honest. So, yeah, it is. This is the ace Pokemon we have, Iron Crown. Guys, if you're here and you just want to see me hit Psy spam. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. But of course, this doesn't work without the Indeedee. Indeedee with the Psychic Surge means I will get the Psychic Terrain up and running. There's only 2 Pokemon, I believe, in the draft that get the Psychic Surge, and it's both Indeedees. Indeedee male, Indeedee female. I wanted Indeedee female, but just like the Urshifu, it was stolen from me. But it's okay. Indeedee male works out just as well. It's just a little bit more aggressive versus the Indeedee female. I would have loved to get some follow me support for my Iron Crown. Instead, I do have another strong Psy spammer. So my opponent literally has no dark type Pokemon to protect themselves. Then just the power of Indeedee plus the Iron Crown could overwhelm. But of course, this is a very basic strategy, and I'm up against some really, really good players. I don't expect to be able to just lean on Psy spam at all, to be honest. No, I'm 100% sure each and every time my opponents will be prepared, but I don't know really what we'll see with the other Pokemon, right? Again, Urshifu already just have a powerful guy from there, and our next pick is where I just wanted to get more Psy spammers. I'm leaning into it. I'm saying that this is what I'm doing. And aside from Iron Crown, I wanted to get Delphox. I didn't have enough money for something like Armarouge, but I felt like Delphox was just almost just as powerful, if not more, just because it is faster. I think it's faster, and I'm pretty sure it's faster. Don't again. I'm a TCG player. Don't quote me on anything. But very powerful, another Psy spammer. But more importantly, my first fire type in the team. I needed to, I guess my goal was I had the core, right? My core was the Iron Crown plus Indeedee. I have my powerhouse in the Urshifu. The next thing that came to mind is I need the fire, water, grass core, right? I need a fire, water, grass Pokemon. Because it is just a very balanced type of strategy. So I can have my Psy spammers as well as just that solid core. But yeah, this thing is very interesting. Magician is a very cool ability. I think being able to steal an item is very interesting. So I'm going to start using maybe Delphox with the Psychic Seed and then steal an item. I think that'd be very, very interesting. Fast Pokemon. Also would like this with Scarf, to be honest. I don't know if I'm supposed to give like my item strategies for the other guys, like Indeedee, maybe Sash or whatnot. Booster capsule for the Iron Crown, and then Urshifu. Urshifu can hold whatever he wants. He's a powerhouse. He can have Choice Band. He can have a Life Orb. Yeah. So Delphox, another powerful Psy spammer, and then I thought, all my guys are pretty fast. I didn't get the slow Indeedee, so my way to stop Trick Room would still be Indeedee, but just in case, I have a pretty solid fast mode. I needed a slow mode, so why not 2 birds, 1 stone? I was talking about the fire, water, grass core, and I needed a slow mode, so let's grab Executor. I now have 4 psychic Pokemon drafted as my first 5. But yeah, Executor. I was fairly surprised by how much special attack this guy has. 125. Not too bad, but again, this is the slower mode just in case I do decide to go into the Trick Room angle. A lot of my Pokemon can do Trick Room, or if my opponent is going for the Trick Room, I can always, bam, you know what, here we go. Executor and Psy Spam, a little bit slower, which is faster under Trick Room. And yeah, it's actually more powerful than Delphox, I believe, right? 125, 114. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Pretty good abilities as well. Chlorophyll. If I could get something that puts up the sun, maybe you could take advantage of that. Harvest as well. Not too bad. Maybe get double access to my berries. So Executor, not too bad. Okay, that I now have 3 Psy Spammers. Surely that should be enough. Now I have the fire and grass part of my fire, water, grass core. I'm not gonna lie. This is where I was completely stumped. I used most of my points at this point trying to grab these Pokemon. So I've decided to take a break and grab. Oh no, wait. Oh, it's Fletchinder. Fletchinder actually is a fairly important grab just because I didn't have, Prankster Tailwind, and in case I really, really wanted to go super fast mode or keep up with my opponent's Tailwind, I needed something like this of Fletchinder. So this was actually a late grab. I'm not sure why I have it next in my slide. I apologize, but again, it's here for fast Tailwind. Not too bad as well. Another fire type Pokemon, yes. Probably not going to be using it to attack, to be honest, but pretty good support. Just adding to my fast mode. And then here we go. This is where my next couple of picks are like, I am probably not going to bring these guys. They're dependent, right? I have a good core. I have a core that I like, and then I'm gonna grab some things. This is where I was like, oh, I'll grab some lower tier Pokemon ish, cheaper Pokemon that I kind of like, and I call them the guys that are probably gonna be holding the Eviolite. And first off, it's gonna be Rhydon, just because I think this guy's cool. Lightning Rod, very, very powerful. I don't think you want to hit lightning into any of my Pokemon anyway, but just in case, right? Just in case, Rhydon has a phenomenal defense. If you can see, 120, add in the Eviolite, but special defense a little bit low, but we can train that. We can train it, right? And then we could start doing like body press shenanigans. I really like this Pokemon, so I want to grab that. So in that same vein, I started grabbing more defensive Pokemon. So if I had a very powerful Eviolite defense Pokemon, I wanted to find a the special defense counterpart. And Sliggoo was Hisuian Sliggoo, actually, just because of the typing Steel and Dragon. Very, very cool already, but 113 special defense plus the Eviolite stuff. HP is pretty lackluster, has multitude of pretty interesting abilities, so he made the cut. Right, it was Rhydon's partner. I'm never, I think, bringing both Rhydon and Sliggoo, maybe. Who knows? Not both of them, that's for sure, because only one of them can have the Eviolite. Again, very cool abilities. Haven't really looked into the move pool as much. I have to assume it gets like maybe Iron Defense or something and stuff like that. I don't know. It's the typing and the stats kind of got me. And then yeah, that rounded up the people are. Oh, there's one more Eviolite guy. He's made much later down the line. But I still had one more top tier pick, and I decided to save that for later down the line. And just adding more to my fire, water, grass. I now have 2 fire, 2 grass, and this grass guy actually is very, very powerful. I was hoping I could grab. Water Ogerpon got chosen very early, but I like this guy, Stone Ogerpon, because I was looking for a good follow me user. Indeedee. My male Indeedee doesn't have it, so this not too bad. Very powerful, very fast Pokemon, and has the sturdy ability. So that means I'm very super hyper omega offensive. I'm very hyper offensive team, so having access to just getting that 1 extra attack, the 1 extra HP, very useful to me. And without having to use my focus action, go somewhere else, I think is phenomenal. Yeah, typing is just great. Love this guy, so very happy to pick him up as my other S tier pick, to be honest. And then this was actually one of my, I think my very last pick. I actually traded into this guy. I used to take the slot of Zapdos, but then I was really lacking the water for the fire, water, grass core, so I got this powerhouse, Suicune. It's more of a support, obviously. I mean, Suicune has so many good support attacks, and like Tailwind, Icy Wind, Snarl, Roar even. It's not like Prankster Tailwind, but this is like buff Tailwind, which is not too bad. And then I still have a pretty good Pokemon on the field. Yeah, Suicune has been great in practice. By practice, I mean I boot up. I challenge random people online while using this team. So not against anyone specific, but yeah, Suicune has been pretty good, especially when you really train it in the defensive side. Wish I knew how to use him better, to be honest. This is the first time I've used Suicune. But hey, very good water, and that completes the core. Love that guy. And second to the last, to be honest, this guy, his support pool is pretty good. This is gonna this is added to the guys who want to use Eviolite along with Rhydon and Sliggoo. Looking at his, defense, special defense could be it's a little lackluster, not as good as the other two guys, but this guy gets like Yawn, Roar, Will-O-Wisp stuff. So I have like 3 fire types as well. I like having 3 fire types just because it prevents like Terra Steel, which is a little bit annoying for Psy spam. Terra Dark is the worst, so definitely wanted more fighting types to be more than the fire type. But hey, just could deter it. And it's Pokemon with Will-O-Wisp, and he's really cute. And last but not least, our last pick, our final pick is Cloth. Why? I don't know. Because of this?